Hello, my friends. It is time for my April candle collection update video. This is a series that I started on my channel back in January. I shared with you all of the candles that I currently have in my collection. And I told all of you guys that my intention this year was to be intentional about using my candle collection. Now, that means that I wanted to know how many fragrances I have in my collection moving forward. I wanted to know exactly what fragrances I have in my collection, so that way it would help me with maybe impulse buying. It would help me just really mull over my purchases a little bit before hitting that buy button. I know I'm not the only one who feels that way. And so a way that I knew that I would stay accountable was if I had a series going on my channel where I was sharing with you guys, hey, this is how many candles I started out with at the beginning of the month. This is what I finished. This is what I decluttered. And this is what I brought in. So this style of video, that's what you'll be seeing. We're going to go ahead and start out with me telling you how many candles I started with at this month. I'm going to share with you the total number of candles that I emptied. Now, I'm not going to share my empties in this video. In fact, I still keep that as a separate video. If you are subscribed to my channel, you would have seen that video go up this last weekend. And I will make sure that I have that video linked at the end of this one, as well as in the description box down below. So that way, if you're curious to see, if you like empties, I know I do, that will be there for you. I also then share with you guys what candles did I declutter, because you know what? I'm kind of taking on that. Well, I think that was like a few years ago. Remember when we were all into like the Marie Kondo thing? Like if it doesn't spark joy, pass it on. I still have that mindset even when it comes to my candle collection. And then finally in this video, I will be sharing with you all of the candles that I hauled this month. I did purchase some candles earlier in the month, and I also received some candles in PR. So I will be sharing those items with you at the end of this video. And then at the very end, we will have a tally of exactly how many candles are currently in my collection. If you like this video, please make sure you hit thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, or my analytics tell me that quite a few of you guys are returning viewers, but you're not subscribed to my channel, it doesn't cost you anything. Please feel free to hit that subscribe button so that way you are aware of when I upload new videos. Also, just want to give you guys the disclaimer. I feel like I do this a lot, but I'm trying to be courteous for all of you guys. My family is home today, and if you happen to hear a drumming sound, I'm hoping the microphone is canceling that out. Back over here in our garage, my husband bought our youngest daughter a drum set. It's an electric drum set, but there's some practicing going on. So if you hear some drumming, that is what is going on. All right, you guys, I'm going to try to get this video down a little bit shorter. I tend to be very verbose, but let's go ahead and give the candle collection update. So I began this month with 88 candles in my collection. I did empty a total of 13 candles. So yay me, like I said, I was actually normally I feel like that's like a lower amount. However, the caveat for this month was the fact that I was gone on vacation in the middle of the month. My husband and I we were gone for 8 days, and we took a 7-night Caribbean cruise, which was wonderful. Love cruising. Fun fact about me, that is actually one of my other hobbies. It's a very expensive hobby, more expensive than candles, but that is our favorite way to vacation. And so we did that in the middle of this month. So I was not home burning as much as I typically do. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so normally I'm home a lot and I can get through a lot of candles. But I did empty 13 candles, and again, that video will be linked in the description box down below for you. All right, let's go ahead and talk about how many candles I decluttered. So I only decluttered 3 candles this month, which I honestly feel like that's probably a good thing, because it's telling all of you, and it's telling me that the candles that I currently have in my collection are ones that I genuinely enjoy. So the candles that I decluttered this month, the first one that I decluttered was Herbs and Spice. Now, this was a Kringle Candle Reserve candle. I don't believe it's currently in stock. It might be. I'm not sure. I know that it didn't make an appearance again when they did that reserve restock earlier in the month. This candle was actually sent to me in PR last year when it was released, and I believe that it arrived to me shortly after the release. I can't remember. It's all kind of a jumbled mess. I mean, how many of us remember things accurately a year ago? I don't. I've got too much going on in my life. But that is one that I did receive in PR. Now, I did like that fragrance, but I did not love it. It was very, it's like going through an herb garden, but I would say Hallmark's Kitchen Herbs is more what I'm looking for when it comes to an herbaceous fragrance. It was one that I kind of found a little bit tricky to burn in my collection. If I was like making Italian food or something like that, I found that it kind of enhanced the flavor profile, the aroma going on in my home. But otherwise, it just, I don't know. There was something about it that it just, I didn't really love it. So that one I went ahead and moved along. Another fragrance that if you caught my top 10, what was it? Top 10 worst 5 of 2024 so far. This was a candle that was on the list. And I told you guys that I wasn't quite yet ready to declutter that candle. But let me tell you, by the time I got back from my vacation and I saw how many candles I still had in my collection that I really enjoyed, I was like, you know what? I know other people might really love this one, so I'm going to go ahead and pass it on. Jelly Bean Jubilee. It was from the Easter collection this year for Kringle. I so desperately wanted that candle to be last year's jelly beans, and it was not. There's a licorice note in there, which some people absolutely love that fragrance note. In fact, quite a few of you guys commented on that video and said, I love that fragrance. And I even told one of you, if you lived closer to me, I'd give it to you, because I genuinely wish we all lived close by each other and then we could just exchange the candles that don't work out for us. Wouldn't that be great? But yeah, that one, I passed it on. I just knew that it wasn't a fragrance that I was going to really be reaching for. And like I said, I've got a lot of candles in my summer lineup here that I genuinely really enjoy on cold sniff. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and part with that one. And then another fragrance that I decluttered, I actually gifted it to a friend because I know that she loves pineapple fragrances. And again, Bath and Body Works is so hit and miss for me that I was like, you know what, this one, while it smells summery, I don't necessarily feel like it would complement the other fragrances that I currently have in my collection, but I knew my friend would love it. And that was Candy Cane Colada. I purchased that last year during Candle Day. When was that? In early December. I always thought it was kind of a strange fragrance for them to release at Christmas time. But maybe that's just because I'm a really seasonal burner. And quite truthfully, living in Arizona, I kind of have to manufacture the holiday feels. Like I don't have beautiful spruce trees and whatnot. I'm not surrounded by that. And it's definitely not really cold in December. Anyways, I did go ahead and gift that to a friend. And of course, she sent me a picture right away. She's like, I love it. I love this scent. So I was more than happy to pass that on to her. So if we're keeping tabs here, I started with 88 candles. I decluttered 3, which would bring my total down to 85. And I emptied 13, which brings me down to 72. Now let's get into the fun part. Let's talk about the candles that came into my collection. And I should have said this at the beginning of the video. All of the candles that I'm talking about today will be listed and linked down below. I do have affiliate codes with both Kringle and Hallmark's. Those codes will be listed in the description box down below for you as well. And the reason that I'm listing my affiliate codes with them is because the candles that came into my collection this month are from both of those brands. Now, I did share with you at the beginning of this month my National Fragrance Week haul from Hallmark's. That video went up, beginning of April. I purchased 17 candles during the National Fragrance Week sale over at Hallmark's because that was probably the best sale I had seen on their website since Black Friday. So if you are curious to see all of the fragrances that I picked up in that haul, I will have that video linked down below at the end. I feel so repetitive saying that. I have it linked, but putting it out there for you guys. That will be there for you in case you missed it, or maybe you're coming across my channel for the first time. But this video would get super, super long if I included all of those. So there were 17 fragrances in that National Fragrance Week haul. Let's go ahead and talk about the new Kringle candles that I purchased at the beginning of this month. So Kringle did a little sneaky thing with us. They were initially teasing that they were just going to be releasing orange, psychedelic citrus, and pear in a reserve line. And then that morning, those cheeky devils, they brought back a lot of fan favorite reserve fragrances, including a couple that people have been like begging for them to restock over the last year. So why don't we go ahead and start with the one that I was most excited to see make a return. I know that I am not the only one in the candle community who was jumping for joy to see this one make its return. Jelly Donut returned to the Kringle website earlier this month. Unfortunately, it's out of stock again. This one, you guys, this one I feel like just is in a class all of its own. Oh my goodness, it is just so authentic. It has that fried dough note in it. There's the raspberry filling. You get some of the sweetness of powdered sugar, but it's not cloying. If you caught my empties video, because I was able to get my hands on 2 more of these, yes, I purchased 2 of these in that reserve restock. I finally felt like I could finish up the other one that I had, but this candle is probably one of Kringle's best candles that they have ever done. It's a strong performer. I would give it a solid 9. I mean, it fills up my home pretty well. It doesn't flow into the bedrooms, but I have a single story, 1,800 square foot home with high ceilings. And when I burn this here in the living room, which is where the highest ceilings are in this open concept, it fills my kitchen, it fills my living room. I can smell it everywhere. So, oh my goodness, love, love, love this fragrance. So I was really happy. I purchased 2 of these. I did go ahead and purchase, let's see, what else did I have here? Oh, another one that was a repurchase for me, and I was so excited to see it come back. I'm contemplating, honestly, you guys, I'm filming this. They're still running that Mother's Day sale. And I do have a 25% off coupon. So I'm contemplating purchasing a couple of more reserve candles with that. I don't know. Do I need more? No, I don't. But okay, this is Sweet and Savory. So this is a fragrance that came out, again, I think it dropped initially at the same time as the Jelly Donut Reserve launch last year. This is a truly unique fragrance. A lot of people say that this smells like the, is it like called like a pumpernickel bread? It's like that, kind of like the molasses bread that they bring out at the Cheesecake Factory that has like the oats on it. There's a sweetness to it, but you get that that breadiness. Some people say on cold sniff they think it smells like Fritos, which I guess I could kind of smell that. But oh my word, I love burning this candle. My favorite time to burn this candle is on a rainy day. I don't know why, but there's just something about it that is just so cozy and inviting. Oh, it is so, so, so good. Sweet and Savory is really a great title for this, I think, because this is a savory bread, but there is sweetness with it too. But yeah, I would say that a lot of people, they say it's pumpernickel bread. This almost looks like a crinkle cookie on here. Not Kringle, a crinkle cookie, but it's not. I think it's like a cracked bread, like a molasses type of bread. So, so good. So I did purchase another one of those. I will tell you the other candle that was a repurchase for me when the restock came in. They actually, unfortunately, forgot to put it in my box. So I purchased these 6 candles first. I purchased 2 Jelly Donut, and then I purchased 4 other candles. And then I decided that I was like, oh, I wanted another one. So I emailed customer service. They said, yes, we'll go ahead and add it on. But then, unfortunately, I think the orders didn't merge, and so it didn't make it into my package. I did just contact Kringle, and they said that they will go ahead and send it out to me. But the other candle that I did repurchase is Dalona. That is one that I finished, gosh, probably back in January or February. That is a really nice, creamy, kind of a coffee, but like a vanilla. It's a really, really nice fragrance because I'm not somebody who really enjoys coffee fragrances, but that's there's like a little bit of like hazelnut I detect in there. It's really good. It's like a creamy coffee type of fragrance. That's the best way that I can describe it. I love it in the wintertime. So again, since it made a return, I did want another one. Let's go ahead and talk about a fragrance that returned, but I have not had it before. So I went ahead and purchased it. Fresh Baked Bread. Now, I've only burned this candle so far once. I will tell you that it was pretty light on the first burn. Now, a couple of people have said that. I do hope that it picks up in strength and throw. It's not the same fragrance as the Easter brunch, although I do smell some similarities in it. I think Easter brunch has more of that almond croissant note to it, whereas this is more like a fresh baked bread. Not super yeasty to my nose, but there is a slight yeast element to it. But again, on the first, I think I've only burned this once, actually, maybe twice. It was not super strong, so I hope that it increases in strength and throw. I actually think that this is a fragrance that I like this one. Sometimes I like candles that I can burn to complement food that I am cooking. So that's a fragrance that I typically burn, yeah, that's a fragrance I burn when I am cooking, say, maybe some pasta, or maybe I have like chili or something like that. It's not a fragrance that's going to clash with food cooking, but it just kind of enhances the scent profile going on in my home. So we'll see about that one. We'll see if it increases in some strength and throw. Keep your eyes peeled, you guys. This month I will be doing some more dedicated reviews on some of these reserve candles. I feel really behind on reviews, just taking that week off, but definitely stay tuned. I will be having some dedicated reviews coming this month. All right, let's talk about some of the new fragrances that came in that reserve launch. Orange. I told you guys that I was most interested in this fragrance and I did purchase it. Spoiler alert, I already see myself purchasing another one of these. Whew. All right, so this orange, oh, they actually have the fragrance notes listed on these. Do they have the fragrance notes listed on the other ones? No, they didn't on Sweet and Savory. No, it must just be these new reserve lines. Okay, so the fragrance notes on orange are orange, mandarin, green, lemon, lemongrass, red fruits, jasmine, tamarind, musk, and amber. All right, so this candle to me, this is a really nice orange. Spoiler alert, well, stay tuned for my early May candle chat because I have a fragrance combo going on with this orange and another fragrance that is like, I was burning that yesterday and I was like, oh my word, this is going to be like my holy grail orange combo moving forward because I did not want to extinguish it. It was so good. This fragrance, it's your orange. It's a juicy orange. It's not as creamy smelling to me as, say, Homeworks' Valencia orange, which I do love that fragrance. And no, I don't combine those two. I mean, I guess you could, but that's not the combo I'm talking about. This is like a freshly squeezed orange. I definitely get maybe like it's super, super sweet, but not candied or cloying. It sounds weird. It's just very authentic orange smelling. It's like I just peeled a Cara orange, which I love. That's my favorite type of orange. Real juicy. I think Cara oranges are known as blood oranges as well. Ooh, it's really, really good. But yeah, I burned it for the first time yesterday and I already see myself wanting to purchase another one. So that should tell you, but I should have a review on that. Probably, I would say by the end of this month, by the end of the month of May, I will have a review on that. Give me just a moment, you guys. I have the ceiling fan going on and all of this talking. I'm back in Arizona where there's allergies everywhere. So I kind of feel a coughing fit coming on. So give me a minute. We'll pop right back on. All right, I'm back. And the last candle that I purchased from the Reserve lineup was Psychedelic Citrus. Now, this was a new launch. The fragrance notes on Psychedelic Citrus are sparkling orange, lime fizz, grapefruit glow, sweet strawberry, apricot nectar, lush watermelon, sugar crystals, and solar musk. I mean, you guys, that's a lot of fragrances listed in here. I will tell you that this is definitely a more complex fragrance. On cold sniff, I feel like this is going to be a one and done. I haven't burned it yet, though. I am going to probably light it up this week. I smell lime and lemon and grapefruit. Maybe a hint of orange back there. It feels like this is just like a citrus explosion, to be honest with you. I don't smell like watermelon or anything like that. What else was listed in here? Apricot, strawberry. I mean, they've got a lot going on here. Sugar crystals. Yeah, I get some sweetness in here. There is an effervescence to this that I think is that lime fizz accord. I like it on cold sniff, but I don't love it. Like the orange, I absolutely love, but this is a like. However, we all know that fragrances can transform when we light them up. So this is another one that I hauled. Like I said, you guys, with that Mother's Day sale that is currently going on, well, I hope it's still going on. They have a buy one, get one free on certain large jars. I'm actually contemplating purchasing sea salt and tonka, which is a fragrance I've had in the past. I really, really like that fragrance in the summertime, as well as another apple cider donut. If you like Bath and Body Works Cider Lane, it's in that family. So I'm already now, like I've told myself, sea salt and tonka, that's probably going to be the last summer fragrance that I'm going to allow myself to purchase. However, with the reserve restock, I'm also contemplating getting another orange, maybe another juicy strawberry. What's another reserve one that I was contemplating? Oh, maybe the sweet and savory. We'll see, you guys. I've got to stay on budget here. All right, so that is it for what I brought in from Kringle this month. And then Homeworks was kind enough that they sent me 3 candles in PR this month. One I've already started burning, and the other 2 I actually probably see myself bringing into my candle rotation probably in the second half of May. I've got a couple of candles, like I said, I feel like I'm behind on the candle reviews right now. So I've got a couple of candles that are currently in my rotation that I'm trying to get some reviews on for you guys before I start lighting anything else up new. However, one of the ones that I've brought into my rotation and Homework sent to me was strawberry kiwi lemonade. So the fragrance notes on this are sparkling strawberries, tropical kiwi, fresh squeezed lemonade, and sugared mint leaves. My pour date on this one is November 30th of 2023. I've already burned this one a couple of times. You can see that it has those skinnier wicks, which the issue that I have with the skinnier wicks is that I do find that, especially on the first burn, you have to give these candles at least probably 4 hours to cool out. I generally allocate 4.5 to 5. I know a lot of people say that they're uncomfortable leaving a candle burning that long, especially with Homeworks. I'm not. And I also find that if I want the wax to pull out a little bit quicker, I put them into a hurricane. That being said, this fragrance, I do enjoy it. I will be probably getting a dedicated review on this one. I see that happening probably within the next 2 weeks. I do like this fragrance. Definitely get that strawberry and the lemonade type of scent going. This one has been pairing really nicely. I've been burning the Country Candle Strawberry Lemonade alongside it. But it's not super strong on the first. I think I've burned this twice so far. But like I've said, you guys, a lot of these Homeworks candles, I'm finding that they take about 3 or 4 burns for them to really get going in terms of the strength and throw. So I'll keep you guys posted, but Homeworks was kind enough to send this one to me. So I was really appreciative of that. I know my friend Connor has kind of let you guys know when Homework sends us PR, they oftentimes let us select from, they give us like a list of options of, they'll say like pick 1 or pick 2 or whatever. And sometimes if it's a returning fragrance, we have the picture and some of the fragrance notes. But if they're new fragrances, they don't list a picture or the fragrance notes. We're just kind of like going off of it blind, which I know a lot of you guys are blind buying these things too. Personally, I tend to try to purchase new fragrances because I know that those are the ones that a lot of you guys want to see reviews on. And I feel like if a candle brand is sending me something, I should try to give maybe like a newer fragrance that I haven't tried yet either a chance as well. So the new fragrance that they sent to me, which I'm already seeing people come out with reviews on it, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I haven't even started burning it yet, is the Frozen Rainbow Pop. This is one that really intrigued me when I saw it listed on the, pick some fragrances for us to send to you. Icy grape, summer berries, caramelized sugar, and vanilla. The pour date on this is December 4th of 2023. Oh, December 4th. That's my son's birthday. All right. So what do I smell? On cold sniff, you guys, this is grape forward. So a couple of people have said that. It's sugary. There is a component to it that does make me think of a popsicle. There's a coolness to this sugary popsicle, but it is grape forward. That being said, it's funny? My husband and I both said when I opened this on cold sniff, there's something about it. I think it's whatever they're using for that grape accord. It kind of reminds me of, those the bubblegum machines that had like the multiple colors, and you would put like your quarter in and then turn it and get a bubblegum. There's something about that. Like, I think it's the grape note in here that's what it reminds me of. It's not a bubblegum candle, but I don't know. There's something that reminds me of like those bubblegum machines. But then the more I smell it, I definitely get that popsicle vibe going on. There's no creaminess to it. It's not like a creamsicle popsicle. It's definitely like an icy popsicle. But again, you guys, I plan to bring that into my rotation probably in the second half of May. I'm just trying to get through a couple of other candles. And then this was one that it's not a new release. It is one that they brought back to the website. This is Pink Bubblegum. So the fragrance notes on this are pink bubblegum, zesty apple, citrus zest, and crystallized sugar, also with a pour date of December 4th of 2023. So I didn't purchase this candle last year when they released it. I think this is part of, it's not the Sweet Shop collection. What is this? Something treats. I'm a terrible ambassador. I can't remember exactly what this was called. But these candles did just return to the website. I want to say maybe within the last week and a half. I like this fragrance. It's definitely not like, I will tell you that this is a fragrance, if I would have come across it like in store, I probably wouldn't have purchased it. Not in my typical wheelhouse. But I do think that this will pair really nicely with the Rainbow Pop candle. So I think that they will complement each other nicely. It's sweet. It's like your bazooka bubblegum. I mean, even the wax color is very much reminiscent of that. It's nice. It's a little light on cold, but we'll see how it burns. So let's see. That makes a total for the candles that I hauled here. Oh my goodness. Okay. There were 7 in the Kringle Reserve, plus the 3 here. That's 10, plus the Hallmarks haul of 17. That's 27 candles that came into my collection this month. Ouch, that's a lot. Okay, so let's tally this all up. I started with 88. I decluttered 3. We're down to 85. I emptied 13. We're down to 72. I added 27 to my collection. So at the beginning of May, I have 99 candles in my collection. I feel like we should all start singing that. 99 bottles of beer on the wall, 99 bottles of beer. Take one down, pass it around. 98 bottles of beer on the wall. Well, now we're talking candles. There's your lovely musical for today. Clearly you can see why I stuck to dance and I didn't sing. I'm not a singer. I'm a dancer, not a singer. Anyways, you guys, let me know if you like this video. Does it help encourage you to really just be intentional with enjoying your candle collection? Does it help you with making purchases? Honestly, you guys, I'm still sticking with trying to be intentional about my candle collection. Like I said, I told you some candles that are currently on my radar that I might purchase. I also know that Hallmarks is sending me another 4 candles that are coming soon to their website. Spoiler alert, there's kind of like some interesting looking candles that are coming down the pipeline. More summertime candles. Think kind of along like how they had that Thanksgiving collection last year. They're coming out with some unique and outside of the box fragrances. So I do have some candles on their way to me from Hallmarks. Those should actually be here later on this week. So stay tuned. Follow me over on Instagram. I'll probably share it over there when those make it in. Maybe, yeah, I'll let you guys know when those make an appearance. But I'm still trying to be intentional with all of the candles that I am bringing into my collection. Also wanted to let you guys know with the dedicated reviews that I have coming up this month, I might have to make some small changes with when I do those reviews. And where I'm coming from with that is that I typically like to wait until I'm at the halfway mark for a lot of candle reviews. And some of the candles, I am at that point and I can do that. However, I have so many new fragrances coming at me and ones that I want to get reviews done for you guys that I do want your input. Do you guys want me to continue to stay with waiting until I get to the halfway mark? Or I'm kind of feeling at this point, the trajectory I'm trying to go with right now is that I'm thinking that once I get about 4 or 5 burns in, regardless of where the wax level is at, I think I'm going to be ready to do some dedicated reviews, because I'm always trying to walk this tightrope game of making sure that I'm giving you post-burn reviews that are still relevant. So, for example, I am really well aware that probably starting in July, we're going to start seeing holiday and fall fragrances come down the pipeline. Now, just giving you guys warning, I'm a seasonal burner. There's no way I'm going to be doing post-burn reviews in July for you guys. Just letting you know. Usually by then it's like 105 here, and there's no way that I'm thinking about fall. But I also right now have so many summer candles in my collection that I'm starting to feel a little bit overwhelmed with trying to like balance for myself, enjoying the fragrance, but also burning it enough that I can give you guys accurate thoughts on a post-burn review. So I don't know. I feel like this is like, I'm kind of going off on a tangent here, but I would like your feedback down below. Do you guys want me to continue to try to stick with that, getting to the halfway mark? That's really hard for me to do, honestly, on a lot of like the Kringle jars. But I'm also recognizing with Homeworks candles that I usually after 5 burns, I kind of know what it's going to be about and can give you some general thoughts. So anyways, I'm rambling on. Let me know in the comment box down below how you would like me to see, how you like those dedicated reviews. What do you find to be the most helpful when it comes to making purchases? So 99 candles, that's where we're starting at in the month of May. If you like this video, again, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. All of the candles that I talked about will be listed and linked down below, as well as my haul video and what was the other one? Empties. I think I will make sure that you guys can catch up on those if you haven't viewed them already. Again, subscribe if you're new. I do want to say thank you so very much for spending your time here with me today. And until my next one, I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day. Bye.